In this episode, I'm going to talk about the ultimate social media equipment guide and what equipment you need to be a fantastic content creator. Let's go! Okay guys, I got my camera bag right in front of me. The stuff that we carry around with us every single day as we make content. I'm going to talk about some of the really cool things that we have in our camera bag, some of the things that you absolutely need in order to start making better social media content in 2020 and beyond. Now, before we get started, my name is VanderMeer. I make social media and marketing tip videos just like this on YouTube every single day. I'm trying to create and correct, so any feedback you can give me, anything you can add on of the things that you use that help you make better content, put it in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button and like or dislike this video whenever you feel so throughout the video. All right, number one on my list. This is the number one thing that I have been using recently, specifically for shooting some of those really cool and native TikTok videos, Triller videos, some of the videos on some of the apps that are going to be really popular coming up, is this GorillaPod and this really nifty little newer phone holder that I got off Amazon. Now, before you guys get excited, I am going to put all of the links from all of the stuff I talked today in the description below. So don't worry about that. I got you. At the end of this episode, you can go take a look. We were having a really tough time finding a holder that was able to hold a phone both vertical and then also horizontal when we needed to for specific shots on specific platforms. All phones now have a 4K camera in them. So whatever phone that you get that you're going to be building content on, it can edit it, you can edit photos, you can use Lightroom on your phone, you can do iMovie, you can do a whole bunch of things on all these devices now. They're really, really powerful. You don't need a DSLR everywhere you go or a professional video camera. So anytime that we're behind, anytime that we're in a location, even if we forget the camera or it's already packed away, we can pull out something like this, set it up, take a time lapse, take a really good video. It's a really, really cool item. This comes with me everywhere. It's in my bag, not even in the camera bag. It's in the bag I carry around. If I need to get a shot, I always have this to go put my phone out and get that shot. The next thing I carry with me everywhere, anytime we go take content, we have the powerful DSLRs that we go and take 4K video with. We do the 120 frames, really, really good shots, but we always have backup cameras because you never know when something's going to go wrong, when the battery dies, when you run out of room. So everywhere we go, we take these GoPros around. We have a bunch of GoPros. We just take them around. It's kind of like that one thing that you can put anywhere and then not worry about. You set up a time lapse, you put it on. The new hyper stabilization that they have on the Hero 7 and Hero 8 work really well if you're doing a vlog, if you're just starting out building content. It smooths out everything. Not that you can't warp stabilize it once you get it in your editing software, but it smooths it out at the beginning. It helps increase the speed of your workflow and gets your content out to market faster. If you're just starting to make content, getting a bunch of GoPros, at least that new Hero 8, and putting it into your arsenal is a great way to get 4K video that's going to take your content to the next level. One of the things about GoPros is they also have all this really cool stuff. We always carry around extra batteries. There's a 3 battery charger that we just got on Amazon that comes with 3 aftermarket batteries that have been really good for us so far. They have all the different clips. They got the helmet cam. We always carry a couple of these around that we can stick on a specific area or on a skateboard or whatever it is to get a cool shot. Then you got your smaller GorillaPods again. Floatable handle is one thing that I always add into the arsenal. They stay in these little GoPro bags and they go right into our camera bag. They stay there, they're there no matter when we need them. Number 3, once you start making better content, you will notice that in low light situations, most stores that don't have a lot of light, anywhere you're building content, you need to have more light, whether that's shooting on your phone or on the GoPro or on the DSLR. You need more light so that you can keep that ISO number down and stop that content from being noisy. If you have noisy content that's viewed anywhere except a phone, it's really noticeable if you're viewing on a computer screen or if you're viewing through YouTube. So you have to try to get that better content. We started with these little lights that go on the top of the camera, or we have this little stand. You just find it. We have this little stand that we can carry around with us if we're shooting by ourselves and just set up the light on a table. Now, these lights, there's a bunch of different batteries that you can get for them. Again, we'll put it in the links below on where to find these batteries. We have a newer light. We also have another one. They just work really well in creating better content and getting it out there. That's great. But it works really well. Even this small light has a lot of power. You can adjust how warm it is. It works really well to make better video content, and all you need is just a $50 light to help you out. Now, this is the newer one. This is one that's just got different temperatures. We also just got this brand new one. I don't remember the name. It's not on here. I will find it. It'll be in the links below. The cool thing about this one is we have different colors that we can have. So now when I do my digital marketing tip videos, we can light up the background with a different color, which is really cool. I just took this on my recent trip. I was doing vlogs with it, and I was able to light up the entire background behind me and do a lot of content while I was on the go, which again, helps me capitalize on the time that I have. Now, one of the things that always comes up, I get this question a lot, is how to make better digital content with better sound. This is our trick to it. We use a Rode Mic Pro with a windshield on it. Got this windshield on Amazon, got it on. It made a huge difference because there was a little bit of wind when we started to use it. This can plug into your phone. It can also get an adapter and you can plug it into your GoPro. The new GoPro Hero 8 has this module that can have a Rode mic on it, but the older ones have an adapter that you can plug into the side and then plug this one, or there's a simpler Rode mic that's out there on Amazon that you can plug into it. This one usually goes on the top of our DSLRs and allows us to get really, really good directional sound from the people that are talking towards the camera. It's helped us out a lot. It helps us out a lot in situations where we don't have a lapel or don't have it on. So get one of these if you're trying to make vlog content, if you're trying to shoot better content for your clients and sound is important. This can basically do it all. So really, really valuable to have. Always stays in the camera bag. Let's dig into my pocket here and find the lapel that I'm using. So this one, don't know if you can see it. I'm hooked up to it now. It's a Sony audio recorder. It is just over $100 on Amazon. We have a bunch of these that stay in the camera bag. Whenever we do interviews, we always want to have backup sound, so we have the Rode mic on the camera, but then we have the recorders on individual people. Now these ones don't hook into the camera. You still have to line up the audio once you have it in editing software. But this is a really good recorder. We've had a lot of luck with it. We use the Sony lapel that they recommend to use with it. They've been really good. Definitely recommend it if you're looking for that next lapel that's going to help you get better sound for all the videos you're recording. Next, I just got this fancy little monopod. Not so fancy actually, but I want to talk about a couple things of it. First of all, this is a newer monopod. Now you'll hear me say newer a bunch of times. As we started building content, we went on Amazon and we were looking for the economical ways to get as much equipment as possible, as fast as possible. There's a ton of fantastic monopods on Amazon. We got this newer one and it has served us well. It had a strong base. You're actually able to move the base, so when you're up, you can actually rotate it with this little spinning red thing at the bottom here. It extends, it gets pretty high. We've had a lot of good luck with this monopod. One mistake I made is I got this newer head for the top. If I would have gone back, I would have got our Monero one, just like our other tripods. This one just isn't quite good enough. The monopod, great. The top newer head, a little bit slow, not fantastic, but I've gotten away with it so far because with the monopod, you really don't do too much movement at the top. It's just about anchoring your footage and anchoring that camera in a way that's not shaky. When you're starting to build more content, this has helped me a lot because it has helped me get rid of some of that camera shake that you have when you're starting to learn how to use the DSLRs that aren't stabilized in the same way that the GoPros are. So talking about newer, I'll talk about some of our bigger lights. This is our bigger lights. I don't remember how many they are. See, it's the NL 480 version, 480 LED lights on this one. They can plug into the wall or they can use those same batteries as before. We got these really fancy, not so fancy, gels that go on top that help me change the color. These ones don't change color themselves. Now, I have talked about these newer lights before. Again, these were just the ones that we found on Amazon when we were in the beginning. We've since got other lights that help us in a lot of the more advanced video shoots that we do. But just for shooting regular YouTube content and creating content just on the day-to-day where it doesn't have to be perfect, these lights have served us well. You're able to adjust the brightness of them and the temperature, which works really well. It's helped us make some good content. If you're looking for an economical option, works really well. Plus has the batteries, can really come in clutch when you're on that job site and there's no way to run that extension cord, or if you change locations a lot. Next, this little case that we put all our memory cards in, this has actually been a lifesaver for us so far. When we started, we bought a whole bunch of memory cards. You will know this already if you've started to build a lot of content, and the memory cards just get scattered everywhere. They get filled up with content, and then you have nowhere to put them. You have nowhere to store them. This has been really good. It helps stop the memory cards from being everywhere and getting damaged. It's this hard case. Our little tip is when we fill up a memory card, we flip it over. When it's formatted and ready to go, then it's just upright. You can put micro SDs and SD cards in here. It has a little, it's not in here now, but it comes with this little adapter that helps you plug into USB. This hard case has been really helpful to us. Again, this link will be below. This one, we've tried out a couple of them, soft cases, hard cases. This hard case has done really well for us. At this point in the episode, I'm going to go through a couple more items, but if you think this episode is too long, tell me in the comments below. I really, really want to keep creating and correcting and give you guys as much value back as possible as I make more and more digital marketing tip videos. So let me know below, hit that like button now or dislike, depending on how this is going. And I'm just going to go through a couple more items. If I'm giving you value, stick around. I'm excited for the next couple. All right. This Banero tripod that we're using, we have a couple different Banero tripods. They've been really well for us. They've done a really good job. We also have this really cool, we use this newer roller in the office. It helps us move the tripod around as we go, and it's been really helpful to us. So that's definitely something that you guys should look into. A good tripod goes a really, really long way when you start making content. So get a good tripod. Whichever one you do, it's a really good investment. Take care of it. Make sure that you're lubricating it when you need to, keeping it really in good condition. It will help you get better shots if you have a smooth Banero head at the top where you can rotate nicely. It'll help you as you start to build better content. Next, you always need a computer. I carry my computer around with me everywhere. I have this Amazon case on it. MacBook Pro, I use it because whenever you're building content, sometimes you have to check your content in the middle of the shoot. We're able to load it right onto this computer, check it out. And I carry a hard drive with me everywhere. I now also carry a couple USBs just in case, but a hard drive always goes a long way. It doesn't take very long for you to rack up the video footage and get those gigabytes where it fills one of these up. So I always have one ready. I try to keep one that I take with me portably as empty as possible, and then we load it on the bigger drives that we have in the office as soon as we get there so that we always have a backup of that footage. Nothing is worse than making a ton of video content, spending 2 days getting audio, getting video, getting everything, loading it on one of these, and then either losing it or the footage didn't turn out the way you wanted it to. Really bad situation. Always have it. All right, here's our last item for the day. This isn't one that you're going to get right off the bat, but it's a fantastic piece of equipment that helps you get some amazing and really, really cool shots for your social content. This is the Insta360 One X. We picked this up last year. It's a fantastic 360 camera. Shoots, I believe, 2.7K video in 360, so you get a full view all the way around. It's really cool if you're shooting content by yourself because just holding one of these up with the actual monopod that they give you that disappears, kind of the, what's it called? The disappearing, that's right, it's called the selfie stick, disappearing selfie stick. It's black, it connects. When you carry it around, you can see yourself, you can talk into it, it does get pretty good audio, and then you can rotate around with their software and create some cool footage. Now, one thing with the Insta360 One X is it's not waterproof without the Ventura case. So they were sold out for a while last year. If you can get your hands on one, get it on. It will protect this. It's not as rugged as a GoPro, so you can't just throw it around as much. But it is a really good camera. We've had a lot of good success with it. We don't use it as much as we thought we were going to. We still revert back to the phone and some of the easier items. Like the GoPros when we're walking or doing some of those vlogs while we're traveling. But this does come in handy. It also allows you to differentiate yourself as a content creator. It allows you to stand out, get some really cool shots. If you're in real estate or if you're trying to show off specific products in a really cool way, test this out. And another tip, try the tiny world. If you're doing a TikTok video or you're getting out there trying to make something that no one's seen before, a lot of people have used these to create those tiny world shots, but really, really cool. Again, I'll put the link below. All right, that's it. That's a summary of what we use. Right now we're shooting on our A7R3, Sony A7R3. We have a battery pack on the A7R III. Our Sony A7 III is actually in for repairs right now. Those are our two main cameras that we shoot on. I'm going to do another video about the different Sony lenses that we use to shoot content every single day. Watch out for that one. That's it for this episode, guys. I hope you got some value from it. I hope you can add one of these really cool pieces of equipment to your arsenal in 2020 and beyond. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.